Hello, my dear learners. Welcome to today's online presentation class. This is Muhammad Hilaluddin, your assistant professor of English, Government Haji Muhammad Mohsin College. Our today's lesson is for class 12 for 12th class student, and our today's topic is pronouns reference, which is usually set in the question number 8 in your exam question. So and it is a new topic for you, so we think we will be greatly benefited if we attentively listen to this, if we attentively listen to this lecture. Okay. After the class, we hope you will be able to learn the proper handling, proper use of pronoun reference. So before going to pronoun reference, we should have first definition of a pronoun, which you almost all of you are actually acquainted with. Still, we should have a look at it. The word pronoun means for or in place of a noun. A pronoun represents a person, place, or thing or idea without naming it, whereas a noun names the name of the particular thing, but the pronoun represents that thing without naming it. So this is the definition of pronoun. And the position of pronoun, regarding the position of pronoun, we can say that a pronoun possesses the same sentence positions as nouns do. So, seen from this perspective, a pronoun may occur before or after a verb, after a preposition, or before a noun. Okay, now let us come to the term pronoun reference. To make a pronoun stand for the right noun, we have to place the right pronoun in the right position. And pronoun reference is associated with this matter. In other words, we can say that a pronoun has to refer clearly to its antecedent. The word antecedent, which means the thing or persons for which the pronoun is the substitute, is the alternate. Okay, pronouns have alternative forms. Some pronouns have subject forms such as a, I, such as I, he. Pronouns have objective or object forms, me, him. Third, possessive forms, ours, yours, etc. And other forms such as reflexive forms, intensifying forms, yourself, ourselves, etc. So pronoun referencing, we will have two type of stages: intermediate stage and advanced stage. For the intermediate stage, we have 5 rules to recollect or remember. First one, replace unclear pronoun with correct or clear noun. This is the most vital, most important thing to remember. That we should first try to replace unclear pronoun with correct or clear noun, because the purpose of pronoun reference is to make the use of the position of pronoun very much clear, and we can do that by replacing it with clear correct noun, and another time we can replace unclear pronoun with correct or clear pronoun. Third stage, we can replace unclear pronoun with correct noun phrase. That means with the help of both noun and pronoun. If the statement is universal, we should use one and ones respectively instead of you and your, because the pronoun you and your, they are indefinite. So in order to make it clear, specific and appropriate, we should use one and ones. We should avoid using you and your. Words like one and we do not require antecedent, but for other pronouns such as you, he, it, they, etc., looking for the antecedent is a must, is obligatory for us. The advanced state of pronoun referencing requires that we should reshuffle the pattern of wording, the pattern of use of words, placement of word, to make the pronoun reference clear and direct. Secondly, replace the unnecessary noun with proper pronoun. In your intermediate level question, although there is the option, but it is hardly used. So we have to focus or concentrate more on the intermediate level of change for pronoun reference. So in your actual question paper, in question number 8, you will get this type of question. Identify the unclear pronoun references in the following paragraph. If necessary, write the sentences. That means this is the advanced level which has been suggested here. Rewrite the sentences so that all pronoun references are clear, and you have to score 5 by completing the task. Mandela left public life in June 2004, telling his adoring countrymen not to call them. Regarding it, Nadine Gordimer said he is at the epicenter of his time, our in South Africa, and your wherever you are. If we look at the paragraph, we do not find any bold case, use of any bold case or any underlined word which will be necessary to be replaced. So you have to do that. And now we have underlined the words, the pronouns that have to be made clear. So Mandela left public life in June, telling his adoring countrymen not to call them. If we use the word them, then it indicates countrymen, not Mandela. So the here the use of a pronoun is not clear or correct. So we can correct it by using the pronoun him. Regarding it, Nadain Godimer said he is. Regarding it, the word it is here ambiguous. It is unclear because it doesn't have any antecedent. So, in order to make it clear, we can use here his speech, his urge. Uh, that will that will refer to the previous sentence where we have the speech of or the telling of Mandela. So it should be replaced by his speech, his urge. Nadain Gordimer said he is. The word he also lacks antecedent because here is no only Nadain Gordimer. So we will be in a better position if we replace the pronoun he with Mandela. Mandela is at the epicenter of his time. The word our here is incorrect. We can make it correct by using a possessive form of our. That means ours in South Africa, and the word your can be replaced by the right use of possessive, you can say yours, wherever you are. So we find the answer to this question is like this. Them in second line should be replaced with him. It in third line should be replaced by his speech or his arts. He in third line should be replaced with Mandela. Our in line 4 should be replaced by ours, and your in line 5 should be replaced by yours. We can take another example for this. Questions are set to assess your ability to make out a passage and answer questions on the basis of what is stated in it. One needs to read it so that you can identify the main idea of the passage. If the learners are not clear of the main idea, it will be difficult for them to answer the questions. It is because most of them are done based on the main idea. We will fall into difficulty in answering this question because it offers us alternative patterns of we have alternative options to answer these questions. So if you look at this, that you can your in line 1. So just look at your ability. So if the learners in the third line, if we take help from this context, then your should be replaced by a learners. So questions are set to assess a learner's ability to make out a passage and answer questions on the basis of what is stated in it. One means, so here from this perspective, one can be replaced by the same answer. That means a learner needs to read it so that you can be replaced by he can identify the main idea of the passage. If the learners are not clear of the main idea, it will be difficult for them to answer the questions. It is the word it is here indefinite. We can make it by using a demonstrative form of a pronoun, that is this is, because most of them means here the questions. So them should be replaced with the questions are based on the main idea. So this is one pattern of answer, but there are alternative pattern of answer to these questions, in which we can replace your by using the pronoun our, and one needs, that is third person singular. We can correct the verb form by using we need, and in line third you may be replaced by we, and in line 6 it may be replaced by this, and then in line 6 refers to the question. So except the last two answers, the first three answers are different from answer pattern 1. So pronoun reference in some cases can be done in alternative ways. So we can move to another. Question. Language is a vehicle through what we express one's feelings and emotions. It is so complex that its structures often seem to be operating differently from slightly different points of view, so it should be taken seriously. Here, the word what is unclear, inappropriate. We can make it appropriate by using through which. So, if we place which instead of what, then the pronoun reference becomes clear or correct. And the second, we express one's feelings. We once do not have, once does not have the antecedent, does not support the antecedent we. But if we use our, then it will clearly refer to subject we. So one's feelings can be replaced by our feelings and emotions. It is so complex that it structures. So it we can say that language language is so complex that it structure the word it structure. We can make this unclear it by using its structures. If we make it possessive pronoun, then it becomes clear, the reference becomes appropriate. Its structures often seem to be operating differently from slightly different points of view, so it should be taken seriously. This it here offers two type of things. Number one, it should be replaced by the structures of language should be taken seriously. Second one, we can also say language should be taken seriously. So the last one gives us the option to use either of the two alternatives. First, the structures of the language. Second, simply the language. Now we have another one. There lived a man in a village which had a great attraction for English. He went to a teacher to learn English well, though he was dull headed. He tried his best to teach him, but the man learned only three English words: yes, no, and very good. Though the man did not know the meaning of it, he used them frequently in his conversation with others. He did not understand that a little learning is dangerous, and very soon he would be victim of it. Here we also find the underlined pronouns are not correct or clear. They they pose ambiguity, they pose problem. First one, which refers to a village, but here the correct antecedent is a man. So instead of which we have we have to use who had a great attraction. Second, he refers to two persons, the teacher or the learner, the man. But here we can make it specific, more clear by using a noun instead of pronoun. So the teacher tried his best to teach him means the man. So here in the case of he we should use the teacher. In the case of him we should use the man. But the man learned only three English words: yes, no, and very good. Though the man did not know the meanings of it. It is here incorrect because the meaning of the English word. So we can use here the words instead of it. So he used them frequently in his conversation with others. He did not understand that a little learning is dangerous, and very soon he would be victim of a little learning. Not it should be replaced by a little learning. So here we find that we have, in this particular example, we have found that we have had to use all nouns except in the first point where we have used who, but in other cases we have used, instead of he we have used the teacher, instead of him we have used the man, instead of it we have used the words, instead of it we have used a little learning. So actually a pronoun reference, in order to understand pronoun reference, we have to actually use precise use, and we found that our diction should be precise and be in accordance with the rules of pronoun reference. Otherwise our paragraph or composition will be faulty, defective, and it will be grammatically incorrect. So in writing formal English, we should we should just keep in mind that pronoun should be used with their proper position, with their precise meaning. Otherwise, our composition will be faulty, and the readers or the examiners will face difficulty in making out the meaning of what we have written. So, my dear student, we hope that you will reap benefit from what we have gone through and what we have said. So that's all for today. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you, my dear students. Allah Hafiz.